Hello there, it's Jay here from Jay's Vintage Junk, and today, well, I've been shopping again, and what I've got is a massive lot here. All this lot, basically everything you can see in this picture here, and this is all customer returns, faulty electronics. Or, well, they say untested electronics. Let's be realistic, it's faulty. Someone will have already been through this lot and picked out all the genuine returns, and then they just sell off everything that doesn't work as an untested lot. And yeah, I decided I'd have a go with it. Many years ago I used to do this all the time to make some extra money. I used to buy these faulty catalogue return lots and fix up what I could and then sell them on. And I used to be fairly successful at it, but I mean, I've not done it for many years really, not on this scale. And I saw this lot on eBay and I thought, go on, I'll have a punt at it, and I picked up the entire lot. There's over 200 items. The RRP on the whole lot, if it was all brand new boxed being sold in Argos, is over £1,500, and I paid £52 for the lot of it. Plus about £8 worth. Let's call it 60 quid, being that it cost me about £8 in diesel to go and pick it up. So yeah, so basically the plan is to see can I make my money back, and how much profit can I make. Seeing it's getting up towards the Christmas season, and there's basically some good stuff in here. There's probably going to be a lot of tat as well, but there's some interesting stuff in the lot. That's why I thought, go on, I'll have a punt at it. So we're not going to do any repair stuff on this stuff in this video now, but I thought we'd just do a quick video. I'm not going to go through everything. Obviously, like I said, there's over 200 items here. Everything down from like kids stuff to DAB radios to headphones and iPhone cables, you name it, it's in here. But like I said, we'll have a quick squiz through. First thing, and this is one of the first things I noticed on the lot, and I thought I'll have that for myself. Being that I can get it working, is one of our good old tape recorders. It's a Bosch. It's a brand new modern Bosch tape recorder. And if you notice, it does have a USB on it, and I believe this has the ability to be able to record from tape to USB. And if it works well enough, this might be quite good for archiving like old specky tapes and stuff like that. That was my idea anyway. So I'll have a play with it, see if it works, see if it doesn't, see if we can get it working, and we'll see how good it is at getting specky software off tape and onto a USB stick. So that's, like I said, that's first thing that I thought. That's something, like I say, obviously I'll keep myself. That wouldn't be something I'd bother selling on. We have, these are DAB, Bosch DAB radios. Now this one, obviously, I'm guessing this has had impact damage probably in the post, and it looks like basically it's had a bash like that, and it's knocked everything inside, so it's probably broken the plastic posts off inside. Unfortunately, it also means that the knobs are missing, although I might have something that would possibly fit them. But if I can't fix it, it's a good donor for the others. I mean, they're not expensive items, these new. What are they, about 35 quid, so I'm only going to be looking repaired in nice condition, perhaps 10 or 15 quid, but they do sell these. Another one, again, it's missing its knobs, and it looks like it's had a bash because that's pushed right in there, and them controls are. That one, that looks in quite nice condition. That, like I say, if it doesn't work, at least we've got parts from two others that we can most likely get. I think I've spotted the battery cover from that. I did see one flying around. But yeah, so we'll get at least one nice Bosch DAB radio out of the lot. We've got a few of these. These are pretty horrible. Bosch AM, FM, cheap and nasty radios. I don't have any batteries that fit. I must admit, I should have gone out and bought some batteries knowing I was going to do this, but I didn't do. I've got some AA batteries, but that's about it, and this takes C's. But I wonder if we could just fire this off of the bench supply and see if it works. just as a curio, it's going to need what, 5? It's going to need 6 volts from the battery pack there, and I've got my bench supply behind me. So if we set my bench supply to about 6 volts, just to see if this thing does anything. So I'm expecting it all to be faulty, this stuff, but you never know. We'll see if it has any sign of life in it. I'm just going to connect with crocodile clips like that onto the. I'll have to hold the positive on, and we'll see if it has any signs of life on it. No. As I said, it is faulty stuff, this, so it's going to be quite fun trying to see what's wrong with some of this stuff, but no, that it is dead. Worth seeing whether it worked anyway. Seeing it was easy enough to connect up to the supply. But I mean, the cheap and nasty kitchen radios, you know, I'll get like a £5 for it or something like that. There are a load, and there's a load of boxed ones as well. I think, yeah, the little iPod docks, little Bush iPod docks, and it's had the lightning connector, if you look in there, it's had the lightning connector snapped off it. So I don't know, I'll have a look how many of these I've got, see if there's any that are worth repairing, but they're going to be good strippers for parts, or, as they have an auxiliary in on the back, they might just be useful to keep just where I need a pair of powered speakers for anything. So, I mean, you know, handy. There's a load of them. There's one, oh, there's 3, and I think I saw some boxed ones as well. Let's have a look at these ones, see if these have got the same issue. Probably quite, yeah, exactly the same problem on that. It's basically the lightning connector's broken off it. Have a look at this one. I bet they're all the same. Yeah, they are. They've all got the lightning connector snapped off them. So if they work, I mean, they'll work fine as just a auxiliary speaker. I'm sure I'll find a use for them. We've got, oh, that's something we'll have to have a look at. I might be able to use that in my garage if it works. Little battery charger, car battery charger. It's only a basic one, it's nothing, I don't think it's anything particularly fancy. Although I've got a nice big transformer in them as well, which could come in handy. So if it's not worth using as a battery charger, it's worth stripping down for parts. That's the other thing about doing this. You can get yourself so many useful parts for other little projects, you know. Because basically all you can salvage loads of components out of this stuff. Let's see what these are. I'm feeling I've had these before. Like I say, I have done this in the past, and I had a load of these. Hopefully they're as easy to fix as the last lot that I got. What they are, it's complete. They're little micro transmitters for use in, well, in your house or in your car. Basically, you plug your iPod or whatever into it, and it transmits on fixed FM frequencies. And what happens with these, I had loads. I think I bought about 50 of them. Very, I think I paid under £10 for 50 of them. All Argos catalogue returns, and I think 90% of them had the same fault. And what it was there it is, the little charge connector on the bottom there. What people tend to do with them is they plug them in and then stuff them down the side of the seat of the car. And the solder joint in there breaks, and like I say, on 90% of the ones that I had, all I had to do was take the back off, reflow the solder on that connector there, and they were good as new. I sold them on car, but this is going back about 5 years, and I sold them on car boot sales, and I was selling them at £5 each, and they were absolutely flying out. So I made quite a lot of quite a nice chunk of money on them. But there's a stack of them in here. I don't think it was like as many as I had. I think I had 50 or 60, something like that. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's about 15 of them. So they'll be worth having a play with. And they're not too bad in a little micro transmitter actually. They've not got a terrible range on them. We've got a load of headphones. I mean, some of them say what's, you know, not working, no output, no sound at all. jack connection broken. I mean, they're one of these things that you can just put a new wire on them, basically, and they'll be as good as new. I don't know whether I'd sell them or not, so I just use them myself, because I do go through quite a lot of pairs of headphones, because I use quite a lot of them. If they sound alright, I might keep them for myself. If not, I'll probably flog them. What else have we got in here? Oh, yeah, I remember seeing these. And there's quite a few of these as well. They're actually quite nice. I mean, they feel cheaply made, but they're a little bush. They're a Walkman, but they're a Walkman with basically all the fans. The most top of the range Walkman in like the 1980s would have all these features on it. This is a cheap, nasty piece of plasticky thing, but it has all them features on it. So it's a Walkman. It's got stereo, FM radio, AM radio, obviously stereo output, but it also has a speaker built in. It's got auto reverse tape play on it, and it's actually got the proper fast forward, rewind, stop, play and reverse. So it can play both sides of a tape, or you can change the direction halfway through. It also has a record on it. So again, quite an interesting, nice little unit, and these I think do actually use AA batteries. So we'll see. I don't think I've got any cassette tapes up here, but we can at least see if the radio plays on it. I've got a couple of AA batteries here. And we'll see if the tape mechanism. I suppose we could put Spectrum tape in it or something and see if that works. Let's put the radio. Oh! There we go. Right, we put the aerial up. Better not play too much of that. So yeah, the radio, let's try AM quickly. See if there's anything on it. Yeah. AM works on it. Wonder if the tape player works on it. Let's just. Oh, I've only got computer cassettes up here, unfortunately, but at least we could see whether it emits any audio. What have we got here? We've got Zap and Punchy for the Commodore C16. So let's see what this sounds like. This is going to be fun. Well, at least we can see whether it rewinds and fast forwards. Let's have a. See if anything pops through. I don't know. Try fast forward. It doesn't seem to be playing anything, that one. Perhaps it doesn't. Yeah, the thing's not going round. So we've got a tape fault on that one. At least we've got something, something we can look at seeing about repairing. I mean, that's the whole point behind this. I want to show some repairs of some just modern consumer electronics, the type of thing. It's watching my mate Vince that's got me into this, watching some of the repairs he's done on his channel. I just thought I'm just going to get some consumer crap, basically, and see whether it's repairable, see if I can actually turn a little bit of a profit on it. Let's try one more. What else have we got in here? What's that? I mean, a lot of these things, they need power supplies. I'll have to dig power supplies out for them. What does that need? Let's polish. Well, we've got a CD player, I think. Presume you need voltage on it to eject the. Yeah, I think you do. Bluetooth. Sorry, Bluetooth on it. Speakers. It doesn't seem to be an iPod dock or anything, but seems to be some kind of CD player or just a. Oh, it's a clock. It's a clock, source, clock set, sleep, yeah. So it's a clock and Bluetooth unit thing. I'll have a look at that later on. What else have we got? We've got a Sony. This is boxed as well. But that's quite nice actually. That is nice. Sony CD. Ah, the aerial's broke off. If that's all that's wrong with that, that's amazing. The aerial's been snapped off it. But let's see, we've got a figure of 8 lead. Let's just have it as a final thing to look at. Yeah, I've got one here. I've got a figure of 8 lead here. Let's see if this thing does anything. It'd be great if it does. It'd be great if it actually works. Although I can't test everything on it now, but we can see if the radio plays on it. Let's power. Oh, helps if I switch it on. Let's zoom you down a bit. So that's it. Oh, it's come on to standby. Let's see, FM AM. Perhaps it doesn't come out of standby, perhaps that's what's wrong with it. Well, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. It'll be rather disappointing if all this stuff works straight away. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I wasn't pressing the right button on it. I can't zoom you out anymore, really. And unfortunately, my figure of 8 cable's not very long, so I can't really... that's no CD. Right, let's see if we can get the radio on. There, FM. Well, let's try tuning in. It's going to be a bit of a bugger to tune because the aerial's broken off it, but I'll stick my finger on the aerial. There we go. Well, the CD player works out on the... Let's try the tape with that cassette that we had. So I'll just put it into the tape mode, play mode. That must be the wrong way around. Try that. I better stop that music as well. Right, tape. Well, it's gone down. You can't see the tape moving on this one, unfortunately. It's not got a window on the front, but let's see if it plays. Obviously a horrible screeching is going to come out of it because it's a computer tape, but... Oh, it plays CD rewritables and it plays MP3 CDs by the what it says on the lid as well. Let's try fast forward. Could be that this tape's no good. Yeah, it could be that that tape's actually no good. Yeah, because it's not moved. Unless the tape isn't... Oh no, the tape's moving round in there, so... We'll do some more exhaustive testing on that anyway. But the radio works on it. It might literally just be that that aerial's broken off there, in which case that's a really nice Sony radio cassette CD unit. It is a nice one, that as well. That's the only problem with doing this, is you find stuff like that and you kind of think that would look really nice in my kitchen. That's where, you know, that's where your profit comes from, things like this. We'll put that back in the box. Let's try, what else is down here? Oh, one last thing. I know I said one last thing before, but I forgot it. I've got a Acoustic Solutions iPod or iPhone dock. Unfortunately, it's the old one for the old iPad and iPhone. Not really worth selling, but fortunately I've got a use for that because my mother still has a old iPhone 4, so I think I will give her that and she can use it to plug her phone in and play her music through the house on. So yeah, no video out as well. Also, you can actually play the videos from your iPhone through your TV on it as well. That's quite nice. Again, it's something we'll have a look at in a future video. Obviously, it's no power supply, so we'll have to find a power supply for it and see what it actually does and see how it sounds. But yeah, I mean, that's literally, we've only gone through one box here. If you look, we've literally just gone and looked through that first box. We've not looked at any, I mean, we've got loads more CD players. Let's get some of this stuff out. I mean, I've had to tidy the workshop up just to get all this stuff up here and out of the way. But there's some, like I said, there's plenty of tat as well, which is obviously going to be absolutely worthless, but I don't think I've done too badly for my money. I'll just tilt you up. So, things like that. That's going to be fun to play with anyway. It's a Thunderbird 2 drone. It actually flies apparently, so stuff like that's just going to be fun to play with. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here for now. It's going to be a part 1 of many parts of us looking through some of this stuff and seeing what we can actually get working. What I'll probably do is like get say like 4 or 5 of one item out, and we'll see what we can do about making as many working ones as we can out of that lot. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed this little video, so thanks for watching and goodbye.